Okay, so here, like that girl had eat caviar, caviar, and and I think you are wise to eat meat. And then she ate the caviar and she ate the salmon also. She talked happily of art and literature and music, but I wonder what the bill would come to. When my mutton chop arrived, she took me quite seriously to task. So here what happened that when I when like this girl had ate caviar and this girl ate uh, salmon also. And when my mutton chop arrived, and she was talking like music and literature, but when my mutton chop arrived, it was very difficult for me to make her wait. I see that you are in the habit of eating heavy luncheon. I'm sure it's a mistake. Why don't you follow my example and just eat one thing? So here, the girl started saying to the writer that, like, because the writer was eating a mutton, so she responded that, why you are not following like me, like you are taking lunch, heavy lunch. So why you are not following my example, like eating one thing at a time? I couldn't possibly eat anything more unless they had some of giant asparagus. I should be sorry to leave Paris without having some of them. So here, this lady, when this writer was eating a mutton, so this lady said that after eating a caviar and salmon, so this lady is saying that I can see like you are eating a heavy lunch. Why you are not following like me? And sorry to say that I will not going to leave the Paris without eating as giant as Paragus. Now this girl is demanding because she wants to eat. Directly she is demanding that. Indirectly or directly she is demanding that she wants to eat a asparagus. My heart sank. I had seen them in the shops and I knew that they were horribly expensive. So here my heart sank. So your heart sank. Whose heart? The writer heart sank, and I had seen them in the shops, and I knew that they were horribly expensive. My mouth had often water at the sight of them. So here the writer was thinking in his mind that this asparagus this girl is demanding, like, which is very expensive, and I had seen them, and I was also feeling a mouth watering, which means the writer is saying that he had when he heard from the girl that she wants to eat asparagus, so this writer is saying that, like, it is very expensive one. I'm not i'm not in the least hungry, my guest sighed, but if you insist I don't mind having some asparagus. I order them. So here the guest was like she wants to eat asparagus, and then this writer had ordered for her asparagus. Aren't you going to have any? So then girl asked the writer, you don't want to eat anything now? So then, no, I never ate asparagus. So then after that writer said, no, I never ate asparagus. So here we waited we waited for the asparagus to the cooked. So writer has ordered asparagus for her, and they both waited for the asparagus to become. Panic seized me. So here the writer from inside, he outside he's not showing, but from inside he's a panic. It was not the question now of how much money I should have left over for the rest of the month, but whether I had enough to pay the bill. It would be Morty, it would be feeling ashamed to myself 10 francs short and be obliged to borrow from my guest. So here, after ordering asparagus, caviar, and salmon, this writer was started feeling shamed ashamed that he was only having 10 francs on his pocket, and he's saying that how I'm going to survive. Not only 10 francs, I need to take from my guest only because I don't have money. I knew exactly how much I had, and if the bill came to more, I made up my mind that I would put my hand in my pocket and with a dramatic cry start up and say it had been picked. So here he had already planned that if the bill will come more, then he will say that his pocket is someone has taken his wallet. Of course, it would be awkward if she had not money enough either to pay the bill. Then the only thing would be to leave my watch and say I would come back and pay later. Okay, so here the writer is talking about that like she is ordering and it's very expensive, and for writer it's a very horrible thing that he don't have money. So then he like if if the bill will come, so he already planned something. He said that if the bill will come, then what I will do, I will just put my hand in my pocket and I will say my pocket is stolen, or either I will take from the guest. If the guest doesn't have the money, so what I will do, I will just leave my watch and I will say to the waiter that I will come back later and I will pay. Then after that asparagus appeared. Appear means asparagus came on the table. I watched her thrust I watched her thrust them down her throat in large mouthful. The asparagus appeared. in a large mouthful. At least she finished. Okay, so I'm stopping here. We will continue in next.